Hi, fellow Ambazonians, fellow fighters, greetings, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to wherever you are. Of course, my name is Tapang Ivo, and I'm here to give you the news brief. Of course, I am the Defense Communications Manager, the Defense Communications Officer, the Defense Communications Director of Ambazonia. So it is my duty and responsibility to feed you with information that comes in to my news desk every day. We've gotten a report, and credible report, that Brigadier General, I would summarize it in short, General Bouba Dobereo is dead. General Bouba Dobereo, of course, worked in Marawa, most of his time in Garawa as well. I have worked very closely with him in 2015. I was reporting for CNN, 2014 rather. I was reporting for CNN when we went to Buba Jida National Park. He was the controller of the bee in that particular region. He's very tall, taller than I am. I think about he should be about 6'8". I am 6'1". So he's very tall, very well built, very commanding, has a huge voice. I have my photos with him. I remember he's a very, very polite, humble guy. And it's very sad that we've lost this general on the part of La Republique, but it's also big news for us, with a lot of joy that we're announcing the death of General Bouba Dobereo. General Bouba Dobereo, of course, he was the commander of the B in the northern region. He engaged much more in fighting terrorism, Boko Haram, and also Sudanese poachers who encroached into the northern part of Cameroon to kill elephants. I have a couple of posts of my works I've done on CNN website detailing who General Bouba Dobereo is and how he worked relentlessly to fight poaching in the northern part of Cameroon. The works are online. You can read it with my name on CNN. I know him very, very personally. I've shared a common meal with him. We slept for 3 nights in his camp. And so it's very sad that he would fight for this 94-year-old president who has clinging to power since 1982 and doesn't want to step down from power. A man who has declared himself president for life back in 2008 when he erased the constitutional term limits. General Bouba Dobereo, I will give you exactly the circumstances that led to his death in a few moments from now. But I want to give you a background of him. He was also the head of the multinational joint task force, which was put in place by about 3 member states in the Central African region and the West African states to fight Boko Haram. The multinational joint task force was supported by the US in particular and other countries like France to push back Boko Haram, which was enlisted by the US in December 2016 as the most dangerous terrorist group in the world, counting from its death toll it has inflicted on civilian population. Bouba fought a good fight in fighting Boko Haram, no doubt. But he did his worst in exiting the earth by fighting civilians in Amazonia, fighting for a statehood. On the night of Tuesday, on February 12, 2019, we engaged our defense forces to ambush General Bouba, who was coming to kill our women and children in BLM. So it is very sad, but of course it is with a heavy heart of joy that I'm announcing to you this news. It happened on Tuesday night. It happened just a few hours ago. We engaged, we told our boys, General Bouba and his gang. We never knew Bouba was part of the convoy, but we told our boys, General Bouba and his gang were coming to kill our women and children because we had a tip-off. So they had launched an ambush, several ambush in the BLM and in the bush, of course. So we had mounted our barricades, we've mounted our traps, we've mounted our defense tools. And so woe betide anyone who came across. Unfortunately, General Bouba was part of that convoy. And when they tried engaging our women and children in the bushes, our boys fired back and he died in the bush. So the death toll keeps mounting because we don't have confirmed figures because our boys were doing what we call a hit and run. It was not a hit and stay, it was an ambush. As the death toll keeps mounting, we had confirmed information that Bouba was among those whom we shot dead. So I want to take this opportunity to thank our defense forces for protecting our women and children and for pointing the guns at the terrorist population, the terrorist regime of Mr. Paul Biya Bartolomeo Biyimbondo, whom today he clocks 94 years old. That's his exact age. So I want to take this opportunity to also thank the defense forces for respecting the Geneva Conventions and its 2 additional protocols of 1949. And I want to also take this opportunity to warn La République du Cameroon that we are not here to sleep. We are here to do our activities that are in line with the international law. We are out to protect our women and children first. We are out to protect our sovereignty, our national pride second. And we are out to protect the rule of law in Amazonia. It is very, very unfortunate that Brigadier General Bouba Dobereo, who died and his corpse currently lies in the Nchang hospital mortuary. Nchang is a neighboring region to Amazonia. So his corpse, his body, his mortal remains lies right now in Nchang. We have evidence that we'll be sharing you the photos of his mortal remains. We wanted to confirm this particular information first before we break the news because our boys engaged a lot of terrorists and they did not know who was who. It is a B who leaked out the information that General Bouba Dobereo was part of those who were dead. So 16 actually died in the BLM. Bouba Dobereo was part of them. Bouba Dobereo, of course, will not miss a bullet because he is that big, tall, gargantuan. And of course, when we fire our bullets from our Dane guns or our AK-47s, it can never miss such a huge, tall, big figure. So of course, it took him in the head and he died on the spot. And as a military tactic, they would always want to take all the soldiers back into their tanks or into their trucks or into their cars to give them some kind of a befitting burial. We shot them dead and we fled into the bushes. And so it was left for La République du Cameroon to take the corpse of this general back into Nchang, where he could be peacefully laid to rest in a mortuary before taken to the northern part of Cameroon, where he is from. So let me take this opportunity to speak to those, our neighbors who speak French. Je suis Tapang Ivo Tanku. Je suis ici. I will speak French, fluent English. Je suis ici pour faire les breaking news. Les breaking news, c'est la mort du général Brigadier Bouba Dobereo. Il était mort en Amazonie. Nous sommes en train de diriger ou partager beaucoup d'informations parce que Bouba Dobereo, il était un terroriste en Amazonie. Il a travaillé au nord du Cameroun. On a lui tué hier. Son corps ou son corps ou son body ou whatever. Ça reste maintenant à Nchang, l'hôpital central de Nchang. Bouba Dobereo est mort. Il est un terroriste. Il a travaillé avec la MINDEF, ministère de Défense au Cameroun. Nous sommes en train de dire que les gens du Nord faut prendre ou quelque chose, beaucoup de sécurité parce que le chef d'État, Pobia, n'est pas votre frère. Nous sommes en train d'engager beaucoup de terroristes en Amazonie. Et si vous êtes un terroriste, on va vous tuer. Okay, that is brief in French, of course. That is the news I'm about to give to you. We'll be sharing the photos and the videos of General Bouba lying in the Nchang hospital mortuary. We'll be sharing that photo at 8 p.m. today, 8 p.m. Ambazonia time. This is a brief just to announce my coming on live at 8 p.m. today, Ambazonia time. So I'll be live with the videos and photos from the mortuary, the Nchang hospital mortuary. Remember, this story was broken. I took time to investigate to know if it was really General Bouba Dobereo, the person I know. And when that particular photo was shared with me, that is when I confirmed. So he died and he's currently in the Nchang hospital mortuary. His body lies there. Very tall, gargantuan fellow, very black, and he had a very, very big voice. So I'll be sharing the photos with you at 8 p.m. today. So take the rendezvous at 8 p.m. I'll be sharing the photos with you and much more developing stories to come. My name is Tapang Ivo Tanku. I am the defense head of the Ambazonia, the head of communications for the defense ministry in Ambazonia. So basically, I'm here to share you exactly what our boys are doing on the ground and also to encourage them not to kidnap anyone. Kidnapping is not part of our modus operandi. Torturing is not part of our modus operandi. We are out to defend our women and children. We are out to protect all civilian populations. We are out to defend those who are coming to burn our hospitals and schools. We shall protect our homeland and we shall continue to fight for democracy, the restoration of the rule of law, and also democratic accountability in Amazonia. Thank you very much. My name is Tapang Ivo Tanku. Have a nice day.